So living in Salt Lake City can come with some surprises if you're not prepared and you don't know about some of these things. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 15 things that you should know before moving here to Salt Lake City, and we're going to hop into it right now. Mariah Koehle here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. This channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you are notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move or relocating here to Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and it'd be our pleasure to connect with you. So today we're going to be hopping right into the 15 things that you should know before moving here to Salt Lake City so that you are not surprised. Number one is the football rivalry. Yes, the football rivalry is real. And you might say, Mariah, what is the football rivalry even? The football rivalry is between the University of Utah and Brigham Young University that is in Provo. These teams have played against each other for years and years and years and years. And in fact, they even have a name for it now. It's called the Holy War. Yes, the Holy War. And these two teams have had this rivalry, like I've said, for years. When you walk into a store, you will literally see two. University of Utah, red, Brigham Young University, blue and white. Like you will see University of Utah, BYU, you'll see the things everywhere. And fans feel very strongly, usually for one team or the other. So don't be surprised by the Holy War and this football rivalry that generally happens every year. Number two is fry sauce. Yes, fry sauce. Some person came up with this. I have no idea, but it is a concoction of some different spices, some different secret ingredients, some chilies and some mayonnaise and some kind of ketchup, and it's all mixed together. My kids say it's delicious. I still haven't tried it yet. Let me know if you've tried it, but fry sauce is a thing here in Utah, and people take their French fries or they will take their, barbecue, whatever they barbecued, and they will put fry sauce on it. People love it. Number three, Utah's national parks will literally blow you away. They are so breathtaking and so incredible. We have 5 of them here in Utah. My family and I, we actually went and we saw 3 of them over like a 4-day period. We hit up Zion first, and then we went over to Arches National Park, and then we ended with Canyonlands. We've also seen Bryce. We have not seen Capitol Reef yet, and that is definitely on our list of national parks to see, but the Mighty 5 here are literally incredible, and there's something for everybody to do at all of these national parks. So there's hikes that are more strenuous, there are some that are less, if there's some that are wheelchair accessible or stroller accessible. So the national parks here are unbelievable. Number 4, Salt Lake City has so much to offer in the way of entertainment. You can't come to Salt Lake, most people say, and are bored because there is so much to do. If you are into theater, into the arts, if you're into music, if you're into outdoors, if you're into hiking, biking, skiing, really, Salt Lake has something for everybody, and the town is bustling. If you are into sports, like I said, if you are into baseball, if you are into football, if you are into basketball, the Utah Jazz are right there in Salt Lake City. Incredible atmosphere. There is an incredible atmosphere there. So Utah, I don't think you'll be bored in Salt Lake City because there are so many activities to do. Number 5, Utah celebrates a different Independence Day. Yes, let me tell you, yes, they still celebrate the 4th of July, but they also celebrate another day here, which is in July. It's July 24th. It's called Pioneer Day. Don't be surprised if you hear fireworks going off and parades, and literally it is a big, big deal here. Pioneer Day. It's when the Mormon pioneers settled here. It is actually a state holiday. There will be many things that are actually closed on that day as well. So just know they still celebrate the, 4th of July, the Independence, but there's also another celebration, and that is Pioneer Day. Number 6, let's just say fireworks are a big deal here in Utah. Yes, there are some areas that are prohibited and you cannot have fireworks, but I have never seen so many celebrations with fireworks than I have here in this state. So yes, you're going to see fireworks for the 4th of July. You're going to see fireworks for Pioneer Day. You will see fireworks for Memorial Day. You'll see fireworks for Labor Day. You'll see literally Flag Day. There are so many fireworks and people love to celebrate. You will see fireworks on New Year's Eve. So yes, people love to celebrate here and they love to celebrate with fireworks. Number 7, Salt Lake City is a travel hub. Yes, people here in Salt Lake, they love to travel, and we've got the international airport that is right in Salt Lake City. It's about 10 minutes outside of the city, actually, and it is Delta's Western hub. So Delta flies all over the place from here in Salt Lake City. So if you enjoy traveling, Salt Lake International Airport will probably be a really good friend to you. Number 8, the parks. Yes, the parks here, not only do we have the 5 national parks, but we have so many gorgeous state parks, regional parks, local parks, community parks, neighborhood parks, parks, you name it. It seems like there is a park for everybody. There's a dog park. There's lots of dog parks. If you need wheelchair accessible, if you need an all abilities park, there are all abilities parks. There's obviously the parks for kids and all age ranges. There are parks for dogs. There are parks, literally parks everywhere. So if you like parks, Utah may be a good fit for you. Number 9, let's talk taxes. Yes, let's talk taxes. Utah is a flat tax state, which basically means that there is a flat tax. So no matter how much, how little, whatever that you make, you will still pay the same flat tax rate, which is 4.85%. Yes, 4.85%. And property taxes are also fairly low. They are 1% of that purchase price. However, if it is your primary residence, you will get 50% off of that. So let's just say you buy your house for $1 million. Your property taxes based on that are 1%. If it is your primary residence, we know, so it would be $10,000, but primary, you get half off of that. So it'd be about $5,000 a year for your property taxes. So flat tax rate and then pretty low property taxes. Number 10, the Great Salt Lake. Yes, the Great Salt Lake. People that visit here are always like, oh yeah, let's go to the Salt Lake. Let's see what it's like. People actually here, most local residents, that they're not spending any, major amounts of time at the Great Salt Lake simply because it doesn't smell the greatest. And there is kind of a lot of bugs and things kind of around the outside. Good thing to know though, it is not very deep. In fact, at the some of the deepest parts, it's about 40 feet, which relatively speaking is, for a lake that size is relatively low. But you can float in that lake because of all of the salt that is in there. Number 11, Utah loves its genealogy. Yes, Utah loves doing genealogy. And what I mean by this is they love looking into, taking a deep dive into their family's roots and their family tree. So really being able to figure out, the connections and the lines between families and those connections. People spend hours and hours and days really diving into their roots and their family and their genealogy. Winter sports here are a big deal. Yes, they are a big deal. In fact, it is not uncommon for a whole family to have passes to their favorite ski resort, or a lot of the locals here get either a locals pass or they will get the Icon Pass. Sometimes they'll get the Epic Pass, but the Icon Pass, if you are into skiing or snowboarding, will allow you to go into certain resorts a certain number of times. So I believe this year it's 6 or 7 times for each of, the resorts that are participating in that Icon Pass. And it's not uncommon for people to pull their kids out of school and have a family ski day or a family, snowboard day, just because they really love their winter sports. Number 13, speaking of sports, tubing is a big deal here. Yes, tubing. And what I mean by tubing is there's a couple different things. Tubing in the summertime is big. What happens, a lot of the different rivers, they will actually have companies that have large inner tubes, and they will take you in a bus all the way up to the top of the river, and they will give you your tube, and then you will tube down the river. And then, people do that all summer long, and it is definitely a highlight. Going along with tubing as well, people do this in the wintertime, same thing, except for it is in the snow. A lot of times people will have like their side-by-sides, and they will connect tubes to those side-by-sides, and it's basically sledding in a tube. Or at other places like Soldier Hollow, that is in Midway, or even Woodward, they have tubing there where same thing, bring the tubes up to the top and you slide all the way down the hill. So tubing, winter or summer, it's a big deal here too. Number 14, Utah is a red state. Yes, Utah's a red state. Many people move here because they want that, they like that it is a red state. They like that it is more conservative. And many people here want to keep it that way. And number 15, last but not least, the job market here in Utah is strong. We've got the tech industry in Lehi, Utah, which is the Silicon Slopes, bustling, booming, lots of commercial buildings coming up, lots more tech industry, jobs coming here. Lots of companies are moving here. You've got Provo, Utah, which is about 30 minutes south of Salt Lake. It is also known for, its large job market. So not only does Salt Lake and Provo and a lot of the surrounding areas have strong job markets, which really brings a lot of people here to Utah simply because of the jobs. So bottom line, these 15 things that if you are thinking about moving here to Utah, just know about the football rivalry, know about the fry sauce. People might ask you, hey, do you want fry sauce with that? You'll know either yes or no. Hey, maybe I want to try it. Maybe I don't. You're going to know about these national parks and so many more things that Utah has to offer. It may be a great fit for you. It may not. But if you are thinking about making a move here to the Beehive State, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we would absolutely love to connect with you. Take care and have a great one. Bye.